Here's the optimistic end. I'll speak as a determinist. I'm not a determinist, but I'm going to speak that way anyways. So there are lots of people who are creative. They're high in trait openness from the Big Five perspective. They're going to go do creative things. But there are lots of people who aren't creative. So I don't know what they're going to do because it isn't going to be creative things.
What do you think why are people creative and non-creative? Like, are there people that are just, that it's never been nurtured in them, that they have the potential to be creative? Or you don't think so? No?
No, the literature is pretty clear on that. I mean, the traits are highly heritable. They're modifiable, but if you're really non-creative, it's like, it ain't going anywhere for you. And the reason for that is creativity isn't, like, it's not all sweetness and light, man. I mean, the reason there are non-creative people is because creative people often died. They're out doing like screwy things. They attract attention from people they shouldn't attract attention from, like the authorities. You know, the creative people are revolutionary. Well, tyrants don't really like revolutionaries. There's lots of reason not to be creative. Even now, like creative people, it's hard to monetize your creativity. Artists have a hell of a time surviving, right? And so creativity as such it's a double-edged blessing for sure. And part of the reason that lots of people aren't creative is because it's a lot, let's think about it from an evolutionary perspective, is because it's a hell of a lot easier not to be decked out in bright colors when the predators come along. Right? You want to stay camouflaged against the herd like a zebra. You don't want to stand out. I'll tell you a little story about that. So I think I got this from Robert Sapolsky, and if I didn't, I apologize. But so let's say you're a biologist, you go to study some zebras. People think, well, those zebras are camouflaged because they have black and white stripes. Well, no, that's not camouflage. A lion is camouflaged. It's golden. It looks like the grass. You can see a zebra like 15 miles away. It's black and white. Okay, so you're looking at some zebras and you think, well, yeah, I need to look at one zebra to figure out what it's doing because I'm trying to understand zebras. So you look at a zebra and then you take some notes and you look up and you think, oh God, which zebra was that? Because the camouflage is against the herd. Just the idea that the camouflage is against the herd, that's such a useful idea to have in your mind, that camouflage is against the herd. So you go up to the zebra in your Jeep and you've got a stick with a rag on it and you put a nice daub of red paint on the zebra's haunch, or you clip its ear like with a cattle clip. And the first thing that you know, you get it the hell out of there and the lions kill it. Because they can identify the thing that stands out and organize their hunt around it. And so that's why there aren't creative people.